Strat-O-Matic Excel Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Troll.
(1973 to 1976). Welcome back, baseball fans. The 1973-76 Carryover League, another opening day. Today we're in California. California Angels are hosting the Cleveland Indians on an opening day. Teams that have disappointed in recent years. Thought they would be into the playoffs, and they have not. Mostly because the Tigers just don't want to give up their long run of always seeming to get into the playoffs. And, of course, Oakland's out west showing no signs of mercy in the American League. So, yeah, Cleveland at California. Cleveland had a heck of a draft getting some youngsters. 4 of them between 75 and 76. It was Rick Manning and Dwayne Kuiper in the offense. Dennis Eckersley and Jim Kern in the pitching staff. That's a lot of talent just rushing to the majors at once. And the Angels, they got a great pitching staff. And they've been piecing together some offense with some nice batting averages mixed in with some speed. Should be an intriguing battle. Plus the matchup on the mound. Oh my goodness, it's one for the ages, folks. Gaylord Perry, 1974, 21-game winner, 2.52 ERA, 322 innings, starter 9. Started the All-Star game, which was held that year in Pittsburgh for Cleveland. California goes, of course, with Nolan Ryan, a 21-game winner with a 2.87 ERA and 326 innings. Both these cats are starter 9s. They could pitch it to the 10th. They're the only pitchers not allowed to do that if it goes that way. Let's get started from Anaheim. Leading off for the Indians, Rick Manning. 63, pitcher X, Ryan's an E8. And he makes the play. John Lowenstein, 68's a strikeout. And Buddy Bell, 1-8. Triple 1-7 is a triple. Boog Powell, 2-4. Grounds are short. In the spring training tournament we call the Winter Baseball Classic, we used this Nolan Ryan card. And he struck out 16 in one of the starts. So we're really looking forward to possibly him matching that feat or close to it at some point this year. It might be today. He's got one. Bottom of the first, it's Jerry Remy. A rookie himself. 56 is a K. Mickey Rivers. That's plenty of speed at the top of that lineup. Remy and Rivers. 58, short X. Frank Duffy's a 2E19. Makes the play. And Paul Shaw, 48, it's a K. Top of 2. It's Oscar Gamble, 1-6, is a K. Nope, ground ball short. Wished it was a K, maybe. Charlie Spikes, 410, second X. This is Remy at second. And he makes the play. Dwayne Kuiper, 39, is a pop to short. Bottom of 2, Richie Scheinblum, 37's a walk. Ed Kirkpatrick, nice little free agent signee, 66, flies to right. Don Baylor, 62, is a strikeout. And Jim Spencer, 46. Double one off the Perry card, gets it. You have runners on the corners, 2 outs for Rudy Mioli. 410, center X. But you got the new youngster, Rick Manning's a 2E11 in center field. And he makes the grab. All right, Ray Fosse, 38. Single 1 to 6, gets it. Frank Duffy 1-9, flies to left. Rick Manning 57 is a K. And John Lowenstein 1-8 is a base hit to left. First and second with 2 outs, Buddy Bell 6-12, third X. A rare X on a 6-12 roll. And it's Shaw's a 3-37. And a rare error on a 6-12 roll. It loads the bases for, hey, your Boog pal. 33 first. Oh well. Bottom of the third. George Mitterwald. 67's a K. Jerry Gin Remy. 2-4. Second. And Mickey Rivers 310 rolls to second. Into the fourth. Scoreless. Oscar Gamble. 57 is a K. This has been one of the lowest scoring opening day collections we've had. Maybe that's a portend of intense battle for the Cy Young this year in baseball in the leagues. A lot of great pitching early on. Of course, it's ace versus ace. You'd expect it, but Charlie Spikes 34 grounds a third. It's great ace versus ace, but you got great offenses every day, you know, throughout the year. Dwayne Kuiper 2-5 base hit. That's his first career hit. Ray Fosse 38 single 1 to 6 again. Got it again. 2 on, 2 outs for Frank Duffy. 1-4. Let's take a look at a card. It's Frank Duffy's card of 1975. 243 average with a home run. If I'm not mistaken, and yeah, that's what I thought. So him and Dwayne Kuiper, yeah, they were the double play combination that combined for 1 homer. They got one between them. A half. Each guy got a half of a home run. No, Duffy had the homer. Kuiper did not. 1-4 is a double to right field for the 243 batter. And 1 run scores. Ray Fosse, 11, 12, 13. He's going to run against the Kirkpatrick arm, and he scores from first on a double. Ray Fosse legs it out. 2-0 Tribe. Rick Manning, 3-6, single dot. On the corners, this is all with 2 outs now. John Lowenstein, 63. Pitcher X, Ryan's a good one, an E8. And he makes the play. Innings over, damage done, a couple runs. Zip. Paul Shaw leads off, 2-6, base hit. Richie Scheinblum, 56, is a K. Ed Kirkpatrick, 69, center. And Don Baylor, 38, is a liner to second base. 2-zip in the 5th. It's Buddy Bell, 49. Okay. Hey, your Boog pal, 33, grounds the first. And with 2 outs, it's Oscar Gamble. 2-5. Let's take a look at the Oscar Gamble card of 1974. 19 dingers, a 291 average for Oscar. Always hit lefties. Well, maybe not always. As good as righties. I guess in Yankee Stadium wasn't quite that way. But, yeah, he's got a heck of a card here. 2-5, homer 1-11, triple the rest. And look up, he just got it over the wall for a dinger. Solo shot, 1 of the 19, 3-0 Tribe. Charlie Spikes, 47's a walk. Ryan's getting irritable on the mound. Dwayne Kuiper, 6'10". Short X. Your shortstop is Mioli's a 3E44, and he makes the play. Bottom of the 5th. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
All right. Angels need to get something going here. Hardly surprising. Wasting a decent pitching effort with spotty offense. An Angel tradition. Jim Spencer, 1-6, is a base hit. Rudy Mioli, 33, lines a second. George Mitterwald, K's, and with 2 outs, it's Gin Remy, 45. Triple 1 to 3 off of Perry. That's a single. Runners are on the corners, 2 outs for Mickey Rivers. 45 again, backing it up with another single dot dot, and the Anglos are on the board. Runners in the corners with plenty of speed, 2 outs. Don't want to run out of this thing. Let's let Paul Shaw swing away. 66 is a fly ball to right, but the Angels close the gap a little bit. 3-1, we go to the 6th. Ray Fosse. 2-6, grounds out. Ruins his perfect day. Frank Duffy, the big RBI machine, 38 pops a second, and back up top to Rick Manning. 2-11 rolls over to first. Bottom of the 6th, it's Richie Scheinblum. 43, first X. Your first baseman is Boog Powell's a 3E5 at first, makes the play. Ed Kirkpatrick, 38's a walk. The Groove, Don Baylor, 49, single to one, line out. That's how Perry gets you on those. On 1, out, on 4, on 8. All outs against righties. Ouch. Ouch, my Bob. My goodness. Jim Spencer with 2 outs. 2-8. Let's take a look at the Jim Spencer car. That's a nice one. 74. 278 hitter. Always a great defensive first baseman. And you know what? We're not even concerned he doesn't hit lefties very well. They actually... they had Darren Johnson. They'll actually let him go and replace him with Bob Oliver. They were so confident that they had an in-house, and plus Scheinblum and Don Baylor. There's lots of guys who could play first base against lefties. You give Spencer a day off. 1-1-8, and he gets it. So you have the runners in scoring position. The tie runners are in scoring position for Rudy Mioli. 3-5's a walk. The bases are loaded for George Meterwald. 56 is a K. Well, looks like the Tribe has sent one more batter to the plate in this game than their opponent and lead by a couple runs into the 7th. 3-1 affair, very winnable. We've had a spate of really nice played games with only an occasional clunker in there for the openers. Funny part about it is the Oakland A's were the worst team on opening day to this point. They're defending champs. John Lewis then lead off in the 7th. 55, the whiff. Buddy Bell, 1-7. Homer 1-8, fly ball the rest, and it's a fly ball the rest. And with 2 outs, it's Boog Powell. 2-11, he rolls to first base. Stretch time here in California. Oh boy, this is one of my favorite. Oh yeah, this is a mystery to me. Fleetwood Mac, the Bob Welch masterpiece of all the Bob Welch participatory events in the chronology, discography of the Mac, as we like to say in a convoluted way. Hypnotize, Emerald Eyes is a mystery. See, mystery to me. They do a cover of For Your Love, though it's could be avoided if you want. It's not a big deal. The rest of the stuff is great. The City, Miles Away, Crazy Love. Great stuff by Stevie, and I think there's like one more record before Stevie and Lindsay arrive. Maybe that's Penguin, or I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, great record. We love Bob Welch. Rest in peace. Bottom of the 7th, 3-1 affair, and it'll be gin rumby. As a matter of fact, here, you know, I haven't been doing this that much this year. I've noticed. Let's give some juice to this tunage here. Worst case, the copyright monsters will block the video from being seen. So what? Nobody watches them. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. And it's Jerry Gin Remy. 2-9 rolls to first. Mickey Rivers. 2-10, a base hit. Double-A Steeler down a couple. -3 Irma Fosse. Ouch. Let's just stay at first here. Let's pump the brakes down a couple. Paul Shaw. 4-11. Right X. Right fielder. Charlie Spikes. A 3-11. He makes a nice catch. And with 2 outs, your tie run is Richie Scheinblum. We've mentioned this guy a few times. Let's take a look. Who's Richie Scheinblum, you're asking? He hit .328 in 1973. I think in 72 or 74, one of these years, he went to an all-star game. I think representing Kansas City. And then he was gone. Something happened. Don't know what. He's gone. He's not on the list of players who passed away during their career, if you're wondering or worrying about that. I have that list, and as it turns out, we have a bunch in our league, folks, including, and not limited to, Lyman Bostock, Danny Thompson, Danny Frizella, Bob Moose, Thurman Munson. It's sad, really. Part of the game, part of the spectacle of Major League Baseball. Richie Scheinblum steps into the box. Here is the pitch. 57 is a strikeout. And unfortunately, the California Angel rally squirrel music doesn't quite work in the 7th inning. Stays 3-1. We go to the 8th. Ryan, he's not going anywhere. Tell him you walk out to the mound. You go take him out. No, I ain't going out there. He's just staying in the game. Oscar Gamble, 2-7 is a base hit. Charlie Spikes, 4-11. Third X, you got Shaw, 337 at third. Oh boy, it's a base hit, and here we go. Another California unwinding of themselves. In the 8th, runners at the corners, nobody out. Dwayne Kuiper, got to bring the cheat with the infield up here with this bat handler. 1-9, grounds to short. So, with the infield up, the guy stayed at third. The guy from first went to second. Second and third, you're going to keep it up for Fosse. You don't want any more runs. And 2-5 is a ground ball short A plus. How about that? Shot one, Ray Fosse day in California. He's 3 for 4. Routine ground ball, but no, he ripped it through the drawn up infield for a 2-run single. It's 5-1. Cleveland, let's keep going. Frank Duffy, 36, is a 6-4-3 double play. Look at that. That wasn't that hard. 5-1, bottom of the 8th. Gaylord Perry, do you want to help the ancient tribesmen with some defense? Well, if your defense is Alex Johnson, Cliff Johnson, and Cesar Tovar, no, you're not actually going to help him with any more defense. Just leave it the way it is. Don't mess things up. Bottom of the 8th. Keep it going. It'll be Ed Kirkpatrick. 1-8 is the fly ball to center field. Don Baylor, 58 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Jim Spencer, 38, rolls to short. Again, California's offense. They're used to it by now. Whoever turns up to watch these games in Anaheim, they're used to it. 1 run on opening day through 8 innings. We go to the 9th. Ryan. Oh, let's leave him out there. He might have a consecutive complete game streak going for all we know. So let him go, giving up 5 earned runs. Rick Manning, 38, base hit. All right, puts 2 guys on. I got to hook him. Lowenstein, 1-7, base hit center field. Yep, yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry. I tried. Really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a 13 hitter for Ryan. It's time to come out. Maybe he should have walked more batters. So, 2 men on in the 9th inning of a theoretically winnable game. They're within a cab ride of the lead. They just need a granny. So let's go with Don Kirkwood. Nice little pitcher of 75. For the Angels, he's 6-5, a 3.11 ERA in 84 innings. Don Kirkwood will try and get the extinguisher on the fire here in the 9th. And it'll be Buddy Bell. Buddy Bell used to be an A bunter. Now Buddy Bell is a D bunter. What happened, buddy? What happened? You don't bunt anymore. Must not be in this contract or something. 67 is a K. So much for insurance runs. Now you got the big bopper, Boog Powell. 2-4 is a 6-4-3 double play. And Cleveland says, forget the insurance. We got it. We got Gaylord Perry going for a complete game. Almost a CGSO. CGSO +1. In this case, Rudy Meola leads off in the 9th. No. We needed an intervention. Rudy had 3 at-bats in this game. That's fine. Let's get somebody else swinging the bat here. Oh, yeah. We got to go Bobby. Let's take a look. Bobby Valentine. So Richie Scheinblum led the Angels in hitting in 73, and this guy, Bobby Valentine, was second with a 302 average. Was more utilitarian in his other years. Often saw him playing second, third in the outfield and so forth. I think he could catch, believe it or not. He caught a few games or played the position for a few innings or something like that in his career. He can play short or center field. He's going to pinch hit with his great stick. Here's the pitch. 1-2, grounds to third. That didn't work. Gaylord Perry. And you got number 9 hitter George Mitterwald, who struck out, looking for a trifecta, a quadfecta. He's looking for a quadfecta on the K's. 37, and there it is, folks. We got 12 swings of air from Mitterwald in an 0 for 4K event. And it's come down finally to Jerry Remy. He's 1 for 4 today. Here's the pitch to Jerry. 411, left X. Out in left field, you got Lowenstein. He's a 3E8 in left field, and he can't get it. It's a base hit. So the speedy Mioli will run down to second. They're not going to hold him on with a big 4-run lead. And you got the leading base stealer of 1975, Mickey Rivers, stepping into the box. That bit of information is completely meaningless at the present situation, but it was provided nonetheless. Here's the pitch to Mickey Rivers. 67 is a K, and that's Gaylord Perry. I think he may have out-K'd Mr., his counterpart on the other side there, Mr. Ryan. We'll give you the box for this after the break. But your Clevetown Indians get a road win. New year, new optimism for Cleveland. They think this is the year. They think the Tigers are getting old, and Ohio players aren't much at all. Expos still need more pieces. This is the year of the Indians. They believe, we believe maybe, sure. Perry with a win, Ryan with a loss, 5-1 final. And we'll give you the results of the rest of the series. Game 2 here in Anaheim, Jim Perry, the brother, versus Frank Tanana. Then when we go back to the Municipal Stadium in Cleveland, it'll be Andy Hassler and the Angels versus Fritz Peterson. And Gary Ross and the Angels against the Major League debut of Dennis Eckersley as a starting pitcher for the Tribe. Hopefully we get to that in a Game 4 if it goes 4. So stay tuned. All right, folks, the series was a pretty darn good one, I gotta say, even though it didn't go the maximum number of games. Here's the box score of Game 1. Gaylord Perry, 8 hits, a run, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts, while Mr. Ryan only had 5 strikeouts. Spit beat speed in this particular instance. 5-1 final. Do the Angels have an answer in Game 2? And the answer is, whoa, boy, the Angels had their annual whatever it is. They just went crazy today off of poor Jim Perry and company in the bullpen. Frank Tanana pitched 8 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs to collect the victory in a 12-3 laugher. They just went all out on Jim Perry. Really was 2 runs through 5 innings. Then in the 6th inning, you had 3 singles, a sac fly, a fielder's choice, and a 3-run homer by Bob Oliver, who is a pretty darn good bench player, probably be a starter on most teams. He can play the corners in the infield, corners in the outfield. One thing about the Angels, they got versatility everywhere. Bobby Valentine's a good utility player. You got Ed Kirkpatrick, who can catch and play the outfield and first base, so they can move their pieces around when they want to and when they put their mind to it. The Angels, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert, they're hitting 300 on the year. That should get you some W's. 12-3 victory at home in Anaheim. Let's see what happens once we go to Clevetown. Game 3 in Clevetown is Andy Hassler versus Fritz Peterson here. Dogfight, another nice game. Bottom of the 2nd, you get a Errol and Shaw RBI single by Ray Fosse having a nice year. Another error by Bob Oliver playing first. That's 2 really bad runs to give up. Your Angels get a run in the 5th on an RBI single with Ricky Rivers, make it 2-1. Your Angels tie in the 7th. RBI single, Mickey Rivers. So your starters are going to get no decisions here. Peterson, 6 innings, 7 hits. And Hassler, 7 innings, 4 hits. His 2 runs were unearned. Shame about that. In the 8th inning, California the Cleveland, I should say, blinks first. Jim Kern gives up in 2 innings, 3 hits, a run, 4 walks. Got to watch that control there, Jim. So Kern's on the hook for a loss, but then the Angels decide to go to their bullpen. And if you're not named Dave LaRoche, who's the closer, it's hard to get through the 7th and 8th inning. They brought in John Montague. He gave up a walk, fly out, another walk, sac fly, single, and a 2-run triple by Cesar Tovar. 6-3. Ramon Hernandez brought in for a 9th inning save, made it interesting by walking Jerry Remy, and then a 2-run homer by Don Baylor. So it's a 6-5 final, as both bullpens sort of gummed up the works of decent starting pitching until Ramon Hernandez finally put an end to it. First save in the American League for discarded Pirate Ramon Hernandez. And the Indians have a 2-1 series lead going into Game 4. Game 4 would go extra innings, but before that, it's a matchup of Gary Ross and Dennis Eckersley making his Major League debut. Bottom of the 2nd, you get a Duffy double, a Kuiper triple, 1-0. Then in the 2nd, a single to Gamble, a walk to Boog Powell, and a 2-run single by Rick Manning. That's right, your 3 RBIs by Kuiper and Manning, 2 youngsters. Just added to the roster this year. That forebodes well for the Tribe. But what doesn't forebode well for the Tribe is, for the 2nd time in 2 games at home, they blew the lead. Eckersley in the 5th inning, not so much. He gives up a homer to Baylor, a double to Spencer, RBI singles to Remy and Rivers, and the game is tied. What cometh, what giveth away, what cometh, or whatever the heck that expression is, I forget. Anyway, it's 3-3. Eckersley's pulled after 6 innings so that he does not absorb a loss in his ML debut. 5 hits, 3 runs. Gary Ross was pulled after 6 1/3. Again, no decision for the starters. The bullpens are going to have to figure this thing out. 7th inning, it's Tom Hilgendorf's time to blow it in a similar manner that Kern blew it, with a 2-run homer by Paul Shaw. But in the bottom of the 8th, again, trying to get to Dave LaRoche, which is almost impossible. It's not the pitcher's fault, Ken Wright in this case. It's a 2-base error on Ed Kirkpatrick, leads to a 2-run single by Oscar Gamble. The game is tied. We go to extras, and again, LaRoche is then brought in. And LaRoche pitches 2 1/3 innings, just 2 hits, a walk and 2 Ks, but he has to be pulled because he's run out of innings. He's a relief 2. And we can't have our relief 2s, pitch forever, so he's pulled. Ramon Hernandez is a relief 3, and he went 3 innings. And he was pulled. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. So your starters got no decisions. Your closers were pulled after they ran out of gas. In the top of the 12th inning, it is... Actually, Ramon Hernandez completed the top of the 12th inning to collect the win. In the bottom of the inning, though, finally we get the scenario we've wanted, which is you had Rick Manning was the runner leading off of the bag, and you had Frank Duffy and Abe Bunner. So you bunted him over to third, and Dwayne Kuiper gets the sac fly, and the Indians walk the thing off 6-5 in 12 innings. It didn't go 5 games, but it was kind of a fun series. And if you look at the stats, let's check them out. Cleveland is, they have a negative run differential. Shocker, because they got blown out in that one game. They're hitting .257 with a 5.45 ERA. Again, that one start's going to kill you. Offensively, the big star so far is Oscar Gamble. Shocker, not. 8 for 17, went 4 for 6 in Game 4. 5 RBI. Leading the club there. For your California Angels, though, folks, as much as I seem to rag on this team because I've been playing their cards for hundreds of years and they do the same thing year in and year out, except for that one instance in the late 1970s when they were really good with Brian Downing and Don Baylor and Bobby Grich. From 79 to 82, I love the Angels. Outside of that, meh. California Angels are hitting .301 with a .382 ERA. Their leading hitter is 8 hits for Mickey Rivers, 8 for 21, with only 1 stolen base. But that 1 stolen base was against the -3 arm of Ray Fosse when they had a lead. He stole when they had a lead to get that run. So that's the Indians winning 3-1. And if you're looking for league stats, we're hitting .250. Woo, that is pretty weak. With a .377 ERA. Woo. Normally, we may have mentioned in the previous video, we start out red hot hitting, and then it starts to cool off when the pitching catches up. But this year, it's been a snooze fest offense. We can take an early look at the standings in these two divisions because they've played 3 games already. So your Tigers and Indians are at the top. The Expos lost. Ohio hasn't played yet. But out west, your Texas Rangers are up on both Oakland and California early in this year. So that's it. Break up your Cleveland Indians, the youngsters, Eckersley, Kern, Kuiper, Manning, getting the job done. They take the series 3-1. We'll see you next time.